All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive with me, and
That's right.
I'm glad to have you back with us.
Me too.
We're going to be looking at just one news clipping today. It's pretty impactful, though.
Oh, yeah, this is a big one.
It's TikTok shuts down in the U.S. as ban takes effect.
Wow.
So have you had a chance to, process this yet?
I mean, it's pretty wild, right? It's not every day
Yeah.
that you see a major platform just
Yeah.
disappear.
Yeah, it's not like some little app that nobody's using.
Right.
We're talking about TikTok.
Exactly. I mean, think about how many people use this app.
Right.
How much it's become part of our culture.
Yeah.
This is huge.
So what could possibly be so serious that it would lead to,
Right.
a full-on ban?
Well, the article doesn't really get into specifics, but, you got to think about all this stuff that's been going around about data security and privacy.
Right.
I mean, TikTok collects a ton of data on its users.
Yeah.
Like everything from your location to what you're looking at online.
Yeah. That's a little creepy.
It is kind of creepy. And imagine all that data, what if it gets into the wrong hands? Or what if it's used for something that, the users never agreed to?
Yeah.
It's a big deal, not just for, each person using the app, but it could even be a national security risk.
Whoa, wait, hold on. How could a social media app be like a national security risk?
Okay, so think about it. Like this, all those stories about misinformation and
Right.
foreign countries trying to mess with elections and stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff spreads like wildfire on these platforms.
Right.
And if somebody can use a platform like TikTok to manipulate people or, interfere with democracy, that's a national security problem.
Oh, wow. So it's like users are worried about their data, governments are worried about security.
Yeah.
But what about the people who make a living on TikTok?
Oh, that's a good point. The impact on content creators is massive.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine you're a comedian who's built this huge following or, an educator who's sharing their knowledge with the world.
Right.
Their income, their connection with their audience. Poof, it's gone.
Just gone.
Overnight.
Wow.
And what about the small businesses using it for marketing? They're in a tough spot too.
Yeah.
This ban, it has real-world consequences for a lot of people.
You know what it's like?
What?
It's like if the printing press just vanished one day,
Oh, yeah.
all the writers, the publishers, the booksellers, everybody would have to just figure out a
Totally.
whole new way of doing things.
That's such a great analogy because it shows how woven these platforms have become
Right.
into our lives.
It's like part of the fabric of how we communicate now.
It really is. And it makes you wonder, what happens to the rest of the internet now?
Yeah.
Does this open the door for more bans, more control over what we can see and do online?
So it's like, it's not just about TikTok anymore.
Right.
It's about the whole idea of internet freedom
Exactly.
and censorship and this power struggle
Yes.
between governments and these big tech companies.
That's exactly it. It's a big wake-up call,
It is.
making us think about the future of the internet.
Right.
How do we balance individual freedom with, keeping the country safe?
Right.
How much power should governments have over what we see online?
It's not an easy question.
Not at all, but we need to be asking it.
It's like this one news story has opened up this Pandora's box
Really have.
of, really important issues.
It's a lot to think about.
So for me, I don't know. What do you think is the most interesting part of this whole thing?
That is a great question. I'm curious what stands out to you. Is it the data privacy thing? The
Yeah.
impact on creators? Something else altogether? I mean, there's so much to unpack here.
Right. It's easy to just kind of scroll past a headline and keep going.
Yeah.
But this one, it's worth stopping and really thinking about.
Absolutely.
So that's what we want you to do. What are your takeaways? What's got you thinking? Let us know, because we love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, tell us.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, and we will see you next time. Keep exploring.